Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing live swatches of ColourPop Enchanted collection. It looks so cute. There's a lot of good stuff in this collection and I am terrified to say this. If you missed my second latest ColourPop video, I can't remember what collection it was, sorry, they come out with so many. I told you guys in that video that ColourPop had stopped sending me the full collections of things, which I know was upsetting because we love our live swatching videos so much, and they had a good reason. They said that they're trying to cut down on waste and they're not sending everybody full PR packages anymore. They're really just sending them to ColourPop exclusive type of channels and things, which I guess isn't technically me, but I do a lot of ColourPop videos, almost exclusively. So I did reach out to them, which was really hard for me, but I did it, and I asked if I could please be sent the full collections again, because I know you guys really look forward to those. I know I don't get a ton of views. I don't know if it's worth the money of sending me all that stuff, so I get it if it's a loss for them, but I know a lot of you say you use my code, so I think it's worth it. But regardless, they agreed. So going forward, they said going forward, hopefully in November now, I'll start to receive full collections again. But regarding this collection, I don't have everything, and I'm sorry about that. It killed me too, trust me. I wanted to try those Jelly Much shadows so bad, and I know a lot of you look forward to the swatches of the Jelly Much shadows, and I don't have them, and I'm sorry about that. I'm really upset about that myself. Please know. It sucks. So, and I'm not trying to also sound ungrateful. I'm grateful for what they do send me. It's very nice and I appreciate it so much, but you know, it's hard not to show you guys everything I want to show. I want to see everything, you know? That's what we do here. So, I'm just very grateful that they are going to start sending me full collections again and we can keep on having fun. So, this is what I do have, okay? I do have the shadow palettes, so that's great. At least we have the shadow palettes. I have Very Well and Enchanted. They look beautiful. I have I think these are eye sticks of some sort. Color sticks. I believe they're cream shadows in a stick form. So I have those. I have the Serum Blush. Very excited about that. And I also have the lip gloss. That's all I got from this. So I think I'm only missing the Jelly Much shadows. Yeah. So we're only missing the Jelly Much shadows. So not terrible, but I do apologize for that. Let's first start with the gloss. The first shade is Just Fly. It's like a light peachy. Pretty sheer. Does not add much pigment. A little bit. It's pretty, but it's too subtle for me to need. It's for me. That is Just Fly. Ooh, this is sparkly. Oh, these are so glassy, not so glossy. Sorry, guys, I can't read. This writing is so small. This is Love Spell, which just BT dubs. I will never forget about Victoria's Secret Love Spell and just the hold it had on all of us in high school. Love Spell, Love Spell. That shit did smell good, though. But now I almost wonder if it does smell like a baby prostitute. I'm not quite sure. Oh, at least this one gives a little more color. Not even color, just milkiness. This one's a little better. I'm not loving these. This one I like. You know what? This one I like. I take it back. It gives a really cute milkiness. I actually can kind of see it, I'm pretty sure. I like this one better. Still not sold, though. That is Love Spell. The last one is Midair. Little more peachy. Still has that shimmer. I see a little peachy hint. It's okay. They're just super glossy, of course. That's their purpose. The so glassy, you know, for it to reflect like glass. So it's nice if you just want a shining gloss, but honestly, go to the Dollar General, buy a lip gloss there. No offense. They're cute, but it's just, I don't know. That is Midair. Now they definitely won't send me a full package. Shit. My Midnight's album was still playing. Alright, on to the blushes. These are the Cheeky Dews, which are more of a serum-y blush. I really love the Cheeky Dews. I'm excited for Fairy Kingdom because I'm a pink cheek girl. This is my everyday blush. Let me tell you what it is. But this is Prairie Air. It was from that Cowgirl collection or whatever. I'm about to hit pan on this sucker. It's one of those, it's such a bright pink that it looks weird on screen, okay? It's like, it's such a baby doll pink. In fact, on a lot of people, it might even be ashy, okay? But it's my favorite type of pink blush. I think it's very much a Kylie Jenner type of blush. She always kind of does the very light pink right here. But it's my favorite type of pink blush. If there's any more left, I have to buy them, and I guess I'll tell you guys about it too. Just don't buy them all if it's still available, okay? Save me one. Save me one. Anyway, carrying on. Let's go lightest to darkest in case of staining. Oh, it's everything I wanted. This is, oh, I'm sorry, let me hold it up close. This, oh, mother of pearl. By the beard of Zeus, will you focus? This is Fairy Kingdom. Just gonna use my finger because I'm lazy like that. Pretty. I'm excited. Now these aren't super thick creamy, they're like serum-y, which is really nice for blending. I actually really love them. I love them on bare skin. Oh, I love it. I knew that I would because it's my type of color. I love a bright, light pink. That's just me. And it does give a nice dewy finish. It dries down a bit, but you kind of still always see the sheen. I love, love, love these blushes. I cannot get enough. That is Fairy Kingdom. Okay, this one is cool. This is called Natural World. It's very lavender. It's very lavender haze, if you will. Sorry, I'm kind of in Swiftie bliss right now. So pretty much it's all I can think about, talk about, listen to. Well, I really only listen to Taylor Swift in general, so that hasn't changed, but it's consuming me. Whoa, this is beautiful. It's like a nice berry, but it's almost a pastel berry, but it's a wearable pastel berry. Does that make sense? When you think of kind of like a lavendery blush, sometimes you go like, eh, but it actually looks rather berry toned. Is Project Runway coming back this year? Like, what's going on with that? Don't we normally have Project Runway in the fall? Did it come back and I just didn't know? Is it done? What's going on? Anyway, it's beautiful, you guys. I hate that I'm wearing so much foundation with these. I usually like to wear these with a lighter foundation because the serum-y texture, it can kind of move your makeup a little bit. You're going to want to watch that. And of course today, because it was a normal day, I had a full face of foundation and powder and all that. So to set these on top of it is kind of odd after wearing this makeup all day. But I hope you can just get the general color idea and know if you'll be able to work with it that way. But yeah, that is Natural World. I love it. So far, these are my slam dunks. The next shade is Peas Bottom, which I don't know what the hell that is. Peas Blossom. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Ooh, this is pretty. I don't know why I'm doing Jurassic Park. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? But I do love that song. Am I gonna get copyrighted because I'm so good? I wouldn't be shocked. This is nice. This is like a nice raspberry, also in the berry family, so good for holiday time. I hope it shows up on camera how good it is in person. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. It's brighter. I love that. You guys see, you just can't go wrong with these. Take a risk on any of them if you want to try them because they're one of my favorite products from ColourPop out of the entire line, like everything considered. Not just in the blush category, but just in general. They're so good and I love it. So that is Peas Blossom. That is no, what the fuck is it? That is Peas Blossom. I don't know what that is. Okay, so now we are getting into the color sticks. This first one is Spring Picnic. Let me just actually open it. I do love the packaging for this one. I think it's really pretty, this Enchanted collection. Are you guys excited for Disenchanted? I am. Oh, cute. Cute packaging. There is Spring Picnic. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a gold or a champagne. Maybe more champagne. I'm just kind of doing these like a little thick on my lash line just to kind of, I don't know. I don't have a good answer. It's beautiful though. A nice champagne gold, very light. I like that it's pointed. Oh shit. Oh no, I smooshed it. Oh no, I smooshed it. I didn't realize. I smooshed it. That's so sad. Anyway, that is Spring Picnic. Hello, I am back. It's a new day. Sorry, I'm gonna put this on. Just wanted something neutral on the lips before we do this. This is ColourPop Dream Date. ColourPop Dream Date. It came in that box of lippy sticks. That big like 50 lippy sticks box. But I think you can buy it individually too. So last week was a rough seizure week for me. I'm gonna let you guys know. I had to stop filming. I could feel my auras coming and I knew something was gonna happen, and it did. So it was a bad week. It was a bad weekend. It messed up my tongue pretty bad as well as my lips, but I'm feeling better. So we're gonna carry on. I apologize for being late with this video. I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, I know a few people were upset, and I do apologize. It's, you know, I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to talk about it. It was a bad week and I'm sorry, and we're carrying on now. So let's just get into it. Let me shut my trap. We have 3 more of the eye sticks to get to, and then finally we're getting to the shadow palettes, which I'm really excited about. So let's keep going. The next shade is Butterfly Away. Just want to work in the ColourPop pun department, okay? And this is a very light champagne-y, shimmery color. By the way, you can just use these as eyeshadow sticks. I'm not quite sure why I keep winging them out. It just kind of like, it's just what it feels like what my hand wants to do. I don't know. Maybe because it's kind of pencil shaped, so I keep kind of doing it like liner, which you can also do, okay? Versatility. Versatility in products is a great thing. And yeah, it's just a beautiful champagne color. Really nice for the holidays. That is Butterfly Away. I never know like where to hold this for my little like show off part of it. Like, should I go like is this good? Okay, I think this is, I was gonna go like this, but that seems weird. I think this is better. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Can I ask you guys a question really quickly? Are you subscribed? And are your notifications on for my videos? I get a lot of comments of people, first of all, of course, saying they have no idea. They've had no idea that I've been uploading this whole time. I got a comment on Instagram the other night and it was like, you haven't posted in a year. Where have you been? And I'm like, I've been here. I'm here. I'm here. So make sure that you're subscribed and your notifications are on. I checked my stats recently and it's something like 70% of the people who watch me aren't even subscribers. Their notifications aren't on. So do that right now. Click that bell, subscribe. If you want to join membership is awesome. Every Friday I do a private live stream for my members. We have the best time. It's a good group of girls. We're just super supportive, and I only say girls because I've checked with everybody. It's all girls in there. Everyone identifies as female. So I wouldn't normally generalize like that, but that's why I'm saying it. But all are welcome. Seriously, we have a private Discord. We live stream on Fridays, and it's so much fun. We have a book club, which technically right now I'm on break from because I'm kind of filming for Seamus a little bit, and I didn't want to not follow along the book club, but I think a few are forming their own personal book club, which is pretty cool. And we share, everyone's like sharing their art, and we're just talking about shows and movies. We're also doing like the Hallmark movie challenge. It's just a great time. If you just need your own little group, like, please join us. Everybody is so friendly. So you can click the join button underneath the video and you can join the membership there. And oh, this one's pretty. Oh, let's get here. This is called Fairy Dust. Look how gorgeous that is. Beautiful. But yeah, it's awesome. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure your notifications are on. And if you want a little extra fun, if you want to kind of join a more intimate community, it's not super big. It's very small. I think we have maybe 12 members. So, you know, come over. Come hang out with us. We learn so much. It's so fun. And again, you can join by clicking the button below. And I will see you this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our weekly live stream. Look how beautiful this is. It's like a cranberry color. Oh my goodness. I love it. And I love it as an eyeliner. Is that just, am I crazy? Am I silly? I love it as an eyeliner. That's how I would wear it. That is Fairy Dust. Beautiful. The next shade is Cutest Ever. That looks like a yummy chocolate brown. I have one other little question for you guys. I am prepping for Seamus. I'm trying to schedule out my video ideas. So this is the time to get in any requests you have, anything you'd really like to see. If you're unfamiliar with Seamus, through the month of December, I upload every single day, and it's super fun. This year, I'm going to try and introduce live streaming for some days, just to kind of give myself a little break from needing to film a video every single day. Selfishly, you know, it's a lot of work. By the way, these are creamy. You can blend them out. This one I thought might look better blended out. But yeah, Seamus is coming in December, and I'm getting ready for that. So if you have any... God, that's beautiful! Oh my God, that's beautiful! Anyway, sorry. Had to freak out for a minute there. If you guys have any content suggestions, now's the time to get them in, whatever you want to see. I like to kind of loosen it up in December and not make it all about beauty, make it, you know, a little more interactive and fun. So I'm open to all suggestions. And like I said, I want to do, some days I'll be live streaming, probably not as long as my Friday night live streams, which will still be going on, that are more just talking to you guys, or my members. It'll probably be different type of content. I was thinking like me and Alok might make gingerbread houses or something on live stream. I thought that would be funny. I really want to narrow down my makeup collection, and I thought I could do that on live stream. You guys could help me. So let me know what you want to see for Seamus. I am so excited. These last two were definitely my favorite. This again is cutest ever, and it is gorgeous. Oh my God, I smushed it again. Don't press it too hard into the cap. I goofed up. I smushed it again. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. Poor thing. So on to the palette, you guys. I'm going to start with the easier one, the less pigmented one. We are starting with Very Well. This collection just reminds me of Taylor Swift. I can't lie. You know, Enchanted. It's very, I don't know. I just have Taylor Swift brain. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make sense, but to me it does. I have to say, I love how ColourPop put their logo in here, and it's all like pretty. We rarely see the ColourPop logo in a different like text or font, and I just think that's really pretty. So... Side note, so this is your more, I don't want to say neutrals because they're very warm, but more of your earthy tone shadows, I suppose. Not quite as vibrant as Enchanted. First, starting off, we have, oh my God, this lettering is so small. First, we have Pixie Perf. This is a satin, and it's one of those satins that I would not wet the brush with because it's not intended to be like metallic. It's just a nice, soft, beautiful satin. So I'm not going to wet the brush for this one. But I love a good satin. I think they're always so pretty, but I never wear them all over the lid. I'd wear it on the inner corner. I'd wear it on the brow bone, maybe a little in the middle of the lid. But yeah, we've seen this before. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. That is Pixie Perf. The next shade is Fairykin. This is a matte shadow. Very, very fair taupey shade, which I know my pale faces will love. Twilight reference. The pale faces. Alok calls me pale face because I'm always watching Twilight and I'm white, so he calls me pale face. It cracks me up. Anyway, sorry, I promised not to talk about Twilight. That is Fairykin. The next shade is Cozy Cabin. This is a sequin formula. Oh, God help us, the sequin formulas. It's kind of a light creamy. Oh, but you know what? This one has a lot of silver sparkle in it, so at least it has that going for it. But I don't care. It annoys me. You guys know how I feel about the sequin shadows. But yeah, just a light creamy shade. That is Cozy Cabin. The next shade is a satin, and I believe it's called Lil Orb. The writing is so skinny, I can't tell. Now, this is one where I would wet my brush because we can see it's really going to give a nice metallic finish. But first, of course, popping it on with a dry brush. It's a little more warm than I was expecting. It's a little peachy even, or I guess like a light bronze. I don't love it dry, so I'm excited to see what it looks like with a wet brush. Let's do that now. Okay, yeah, much prefer it with a wet brush. Gives it that pop that it needs. It was just a little dry, and now it's beautiful. Now it's like gorgeous warm sand, like wet sand. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Use this one with a wet brush. That is Little Orb. The next shade is Wood Nymph. Very fun. Wood Nymph. This is a satin, but it's a little more metallic-y type of satin. This one I'm not getting a ton of payoff with the dry brush, which is fine. It's very subtle. Let's wet the brush and see if that makes a difference. Little subtle for my liking, but some people might like that. Kind of gives like a candlelight glow type of vibe. But oh, I prefer it much with a wet brush, of course. Of course I do. Predictable. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's, oh my god, it's really pretty. I just realized how pretty it is when I looked in my little viewfinder here. That is gorgeous. I love this one. I thought it was a total dud, and then I looked up and I was like, oh my god. I was taken aback by my beauty. Just kidding. It's gorgeous. That is Wood Nymph. Are you guys ready for some fun? We have some glitters here. They don't even look like Super Shocks. I think they're just straight up pressed glitters. The very first one is Into the Forest. It's very copper, gold, pretty. What wonderful little holiday palettes. Speaking of, I have to give a shout out to my members because they gave an amazing idea in one of our last live streams. And they were saying that we should really have a holiday. I was talking about how I miss, you know, working at a place and having like a holiday party, and I don't get one anymore. And they were like, well, why don't you host a holiday party, like live stream? And I think I'm going to do it. And I think it'll be open to everyone, even if you're not a member. And then maybe I'll just have a after party for members only that night. So let me know what would be so cool. What would you love at a YouTuber's holiday party? Like virtual. What could we do? What would be fun? Maybe different challenges or games, or I don't know. I'm just trying to think. So please throw all of your ideas at me if you could think of a fun YouTuber holiday party. Am I moving the camera? Oh my god, I was. I'm so sorry. Let me know. I have to plan this stuff in advance, so I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. And that's gorgeous. Just a nice goldy copper color. That is Into the Forest. The next shade I love, or the next glitter I should say, I love this one. This is Fungi. Oh, I get it, like fungi. That's funny. And I don't know. I love it. I guess because it's more of like a paler gold. I mean, it's still gold, but yeah, I prefer this one. I don't know why. It just sparkles a bit more, maybe because it's a little brighter and lighter. I like that a lot. That is Fungi. Next up is the shade Pond. It is a matte. Again, giving Swiftie vibes across the pond. What is going on back here? And this is what, people? This is what we like to call a puppy brown. A nice, soft puppy brown. It's like a little beigey, a little warm. That's my perfect puppy brown. Not much else to say about it. Fine shadow. That is Pond. The next shade is Flower Crown. Last row, people. And then we're going to get onto the fun colors. I'm very excited to get to those. Oh, and this is really nice. It's a little more neutral. Doesn't have so much of that warmthy, beigey tone. It's just very, very earthy, which is really nice. We don't get a lot of these super earthy tones that aren't like super souped up with, can I say super or soup anymore? But you know what I'm talking about. It isn't like fully enriched with like warm tones. So this is kind of really refreshing, this color in particular. Wow. I really like that. That is Flower Crown. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. This is a Taylor Swift palette. The next color is Willow. It's called Willow. We have Pond, Willow. Oh, Folklore. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm sorry for screaming. This is a Taylor Swift is this not a Taylor Swift collection? I guess it was inspired by Taylor Swift, okay? But can I get a real Swiftie collection? I mean, this is fun. This is fun. God, hide and seek. Okay, Into the Forest. This is like straight up ripped from Folklore. What the hell is going on here? I'm in shock. I'm in shock. The next shade is Willow, as I've already stated. You guys have probably been screaming at me through the screen saying, yeah, there's shadows called Willow and Folklore if you're a fellow Swiftie. Didn't read any of the shade names till like I got to them, you know what I mean? So I did not notice that till literally now. And now I'm like, hey, what the heck? Whoa, we have a stunner. That is beautiful. It's one of those textured, gritty, shimmery, smoky shadows that I love. And that's it with a dry brush, which is pretty impressive. So let's wet the brush now and see what that looks like. And of course, it gives it a beautiful glossy look, a nice wet metallic look. Sorry, I got a little carried away up there, but it's beautiful. It's a wonderful, dirty, just sultry bronze, but it's a little dingy, and that's what I love. I love a gritty, dark. This is a very woody palette, so I really like that. Anyway, that's Willow. Of course it's beautiful because it's called Willow. The next shade is Folklore. Of course it is. A nice dark brown on the espresso side of things. Good pigment, good depth. I mean, ColourPop does mattes well. What can I say? That is a beautiful Beautiful, beautiful espresso. That is Folklore. Last but not least, we have Hide and Seek, which I don't want to call it a sequin shadow, but it might be. This one on the end here, it is super, super sparkly. It's really dark, but there's lots of sparkle in it. So I don't know if it's just like a super souped up sequin shadow or if it's more of a glitter. I don't know. I just got to get my brush in there and see. Yeah, it's still kind of a matte shadow with tons of pieces of glitter in it, but at least it has a ton. You know what I mean? A lot of times they just don't have enough. So maybe it'll, oh yeah, it's like actually showing. See, ColourPop, hello! If you would just do this with all sequin formulas, I wouldn't be such a brat about it. I wouldn't like point it out every time I see it. This one actually has a decent amount of sparkle. It's still a bitch to work with though. I take it back. Just the problem with these shades is you have to just remember your application might always be a little spotty because there's giant chunks of glitter in it. So like when you're patting down the shadow, it's like obviously going over pieces of glitter at certain points and then those glitters are going to have to move so you can get the shadow underneath there. It's just, I take it all back. I will keep complaining about the sequin formula. I hate it. This doesn't even look good. Doesn't even look good. It's better because it has a lot of sparkle, but then look, and now it's all, the sparkle's just falling on my face. I'm just reminded of why I hate sequin formulas. I think if you had a really creamy, dark base, like a NYX pencil, or just a really creamy shadow, like a cream shadow or like a cream pot, something like that. Some type of tacky base, okay? And you used a dark brown or a black all over the lid, and then you pop this on top, it would probably look pretty good. But just as a shadow, I hate them. It's already all over my face. It's annoying. That is Hide and Seek. Okay, let's get to the juice of it, shall we? Let's get to the meat of this collection. This is the Enchanted palette. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. The packaging is just, love it. And the colors are really exciting too. I love the colors. I love the colors. I love that it's not all just pink or it's not too much pink, too much purple. It's like such a good mix of all of this range. Do you know what I mean? So you can really build some beautiful, really dimensional looks with this palette, even though they're kind of somewhat in the same color story. It's different enough that like anywhere you go, for example, you can go like this. Think of how beautiful that purple eye would be. Keep it smokier here. Keep it here, 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 here. You could, there's just, there, and then with the lighter ones, there's just, this palette really excites me, as you can tell. There's so many things you could do with it. There's so many possibilities. Anyway, let me stop flapping my trap here and let's get started. First shade is Magic Maker, right here. Very fairy vibes. Very fairy vibes. Beautiful. Wow. Right on first impact with a dry brush. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's that purpley lime green type of shimmer. You know what it is. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's not necessarily unique, but it's a stunner every time you see it, you know? Too Faced does a lot of these shades, or at least they did. I haven't used Too Faced in ages. And they cut me off PR, obviously. So, but I remember Too Faced, especially in their holiday palettes, would always have a fairy shade, kind of like this. Okay, let's wet the brush. Beautiful. And that's where it's at its best, with a wet brush. Beautiful. Then that green really starts to pop through and almost looks gold, but it does have a green tone to it. And you can see that beautiful just hint of lavender. It's stunning. This is a stunning shadow. Love it. That is Magic Maker. The next shade is a sequin formula. This is Fairy Core. It's a very light taupey brown, almost a puppy brown, pretty much a puppy brown, with little tiny flecks, very tiny, very almost unable to see faintly there, little sparkle of silver. And that's all I'm going to say about this shadow. There is Fairy Core. The next shade is Vine. I think this is really pretty. This is a color we don't see from ColourPop a ton. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty pale. Very blushy mauve, and it just looks really pale, and I think we don't see this color too often. And that's what I really look for when I do these live swatching videos. I've done so many. I've tried almost every single ColourPop shadow, like known to man. So I really look for my standouts, and I think that's why this palette thrills me so much. For me, it's like all standouts for the most part. We're not going to talk about Fairy Core, okay? We know how I feel about that formula. But just all together, this palette for me, it's a standout. Knowing how ColourPop builds palettes and how a lot of times we're a little let down or we wish it could have been more, we think they could have taken it further, you know? Maybe smudge a little brown liner in your lash line and some lashes and like, you're super cute, good to go. So that is Vine. The next shade is a Shapeshifter, which is always fun. And this one's a little more gritty. This one I'm gonna use my finger, but it's just not gonna be as good without a nice creamy base. If you want to apply it with a dry brush, it's definitely gonna look alive Jack with a wet brush, but it's really, really gritty. It's really gritty, so you're gonna want a lot of moisture with this one. It's gorgeous though. Okay, let's wet the brush. I dropped my brush though. No, it's my glitter brush. I use it for glitters. All right, I found it. No reason to panic. It always anything I drop rolls so perfectly underneath my chair, and then I end up rolling over it. It happens every time. I've broken many a brush that way. I'm not even kidding you. Okay, I'm gonna pick a little bit more a wet brush here. I feel like I didn't get the brush very wet though. But yeah, it's already making a difference. You're gonna want a real nice, creamy, tacky base for this one so that it has something to hold on to. And then it's beautiful. It's an interesting shadow. This one, gosh, you guys, this palette is really a standout. Let it be known. Wowza. It's gorgeous. It's lavender, it's blue, it's green. There's a lot of color in there, but it has an overall lavender haze, if you will. That is Shapeshifter. The next shade is Maze. Doesn't this look beautiful? I love this one. I think this is going to be amazing. And yep, I'm correct. I am correct. It is amazing. Oh no, I'm sorry. I think my brush was still a little wet. So it's kind of not really going on dry, if you will. But, you know, what do you care? I'm sure you're not planning on applying it with a dry brush anyway. But it looks fantastic. Now I'll wet oh my god, it looks so good. I'll wet the brush, even though I think it's a little wet, but still. Oh my god, what do you even say about this shade? It's just a stunner. It's really beautiful, really beautiful. Oh my lord, hello, hello, angels are singing, the ColourPop gods are screaming, I am shrilling. I mean, what more could you want? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's fantastic. It's a rosy, mauvey, rusty, beautiful metallic. It is, it's what dreams are made of. This is what dreams are made of. Hey now, hey now. Okay, I'll stop. But seriously, it's gorgeous. Maze, you have my heart. This palette is slamming, just like I knew it would be. It is slamming, okay? That is Maze. The next shade is Berry Pickin'. Oopsie daisies. Here we go. Berry Pickin'. This one has some really pretty sparkle in it. Going in with a dry brush. It's a really pretty color, but oh yeah, I really like that. It's not super wow with a dry brush, obviously, but still, let's get a good look at the color. Beautiful sparkle, beautiful shimmer. That looks fantastic. Wow. That is beautiful. It's a beautiful color. Okay, let's wet the brush because I can't contain myself anymore. And there we get more of a beautiful metallic. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Love that. Love that. And I don't often go for shades like this, but oh my god, I love this. This is beautiful. I feel like it's my birthday or something. That is Berry Pickin'. The next shade is Toad. Toad right here. This looks gorgeous. My god. I'm gonna wet the brush. There's Toad without a wet brush. It's a beautiful color, obviously. Gorgeous. It makes it like a soft metallic. It's beautiful. It doesn't scream like, for example, Maze was screaming. This is more subtle and still gorgeous. That is Toad. The next shade is Mischievous. It's fun. Oh my god, The Crown Season 5 comes out this week. I am so excited. You guys know I love The Crown. I'm so excited. Is anyone else excited for The Crown? Also, can I just say, if you're watching Love is Blind, did you know that like 2 of the girls are wearing my wedding dress? Okay. And I thought I got a unique wedding dress. Nope. Everyone's wearing it apparently. But it looked beautiful on them. No hate, but I was like, hey, that's my dress. Ooh. That's interesting. Do I like it or do I not? I need to wet it to figure it out. Let's wet it. Oh, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. But you know what it's giving? This shade in particular, I think it's why I was so struck. It's giving me like Naked Palette 3 vibes. Do you guys agree? I think that's why it took me back for a minute. I was just like, why does this look familiar to me? It reminds me of one of the shades of the Naked 3 palette. However, this palette is much more my speed, much more color than the Naked 3. Don't get me wrong, we loved that Naked 3 for a really long time. But this brought me back to Naked 3 days. I do like it though. Really pretty. And I like that it's a little more understated. It's not super loud. It's gorgeous. That is Mischievous. The next shade is Got Wings. I think it's all mattes now. So that's, oh, I love this color. We're done with the shimmers. The last 4 here are all matte shades. That is the shade Got Wings. It is a beautiful matte. I love it. It's like a little mauve-y with like a touch of grapefruit. And I like that. That is, yeah, Got Wings. Gorgeous. This next shade looks outstanding. This is Spellcaster. Oh, mama. It's beautiful. I'm worried I don't have enough. Oh, no, it looks pretty good. I was worried I only put like a droplet of concealer on my lid, and I should have put more for a shade like this. It kind of requires a nice base. I think a solid base for the shadow to really, really pop, but it looks pretty good on a pretty much baseless lid. I mean, this is pretty good for that. Yeah, you're gonna wanna, you can see how it's a little patchy there. It looks a little just empty. You're gonna want a thick base. Again, something like a NYX Jumbo Stick, and you won't run into that problem. I just don't have enough primer on my eyelid. That's my bad. But you can see the overall tone and get the vibe of it. It's beautiful. That is Spellcaster. What is this next color? Is this called Lay? It's not Faye. It's not an F. Is it an F? Faye? Looks like an L. I think it's Faye, because I don't know what the hell Lay would be. This one right here. I believe it's Faye. Very cranberry, no? Oh, she's stunning. She's brilliant. She's fantastic. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a nice cranberry. I just bought a bag of cranberries. What do I do with them? I was just going to make Cosmos. What should I do with this bag of cranberries? That is Faye. Gorgeous cranberry. And last but not least, New Realm. Beautiful eggplanty color. Wowza, wowza, wowza. Stunning. Oh my god, it's breathtaking. Wow, these last 3 have been out of the park beautiful. Again, I laid down a more proper base for this shadow, and you can see it's opaque. It's stunning. I'm tired, so I'm putting it on like an idiot, but you get the idea. Oh my god. But be aware of the fallout. As you can see with these colorful mattes, there will be fallout. I don't know how I'm going to take my thumbnail picture for this video. I'm going to have to clean this up a little bit. But there's New Realm. It's a gorgeous, rich, purpley eggplant. This reminds me, has anyone watched the Barney the Dinosaur documentary on Hulu yet? That's on my list of things, because I remember all of those crazy Barney the Dinosaur rumors back in the day. Do you guys remember those? It was crazy. Like, he had drugs in his tail and things like that. I was like, holy shit, I need to watch that. I need to talk about all that. I love to talk about this stuff with people. What did you think about this collection? Once again, I apologize for not having all of the items. Like I said, ColourPop has told me that they will start sending me full collections again, hopefully soon. So I apologize. It's out of my hands, but trust me, I am begging for it back because I, quite frankly, think I deserve it. I do. With all these swatches, I think I deserve it, and I think you guys deserve it especially. So that is it. Let me know your thoughts. This will be up this week. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. I'm actually filming it tonight, so it will be up. As always, thank you guys for being here. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!